Hello, friends. My name is Amit. So, today's session is dedicated for what is the current scenario in the automation. Basically, we are talking about the industrial automation. So, there was a lot many demands from the student, a lot many queries were there in the last session. So, from that point of view, this session is dedicated. So, we will be explaining you what the automation, as an engineer, what is he is doing in the automation field and how it is growing in India as well as in overseas. So it will be a brief idea about the things, how it will be done. So the entire session is been delivered through Siksha Junction. So we'll move forward regarding this. So first of course, the industrial automation means it deals with the industries. So definitely the automation is related to the process industries. So when we are talking about the process industries are the live industries where these components will be executed. So there are some you can say that some industries are there where all these things has been implemented in the process. So the annual rate, the growth rate, specifically if you are talking about the Indian automation industry, it is around 20 to 25%. So this has been suggested by the president of the Automation Industrial Associations of India, and definitely it will grow further. Okay, this is just an estimated and you can say that overall survey which was done. Okay, so but this will definitely grow more than this. So the percentage of 20 to 25% means it will grow with manpower, with the equipments, and other industries which are also going on. Along with that, this will also be growing like. So it's a combination. It is not saying that only the business will grow or something like this, only equipments will be growing. It's not like that. It is a collective growth. Okay. So the next few years will be definitely high growth rate in the automation industry, particularly in India, definitely. So as such, this is just an example will be given of the Indian steel factories. Okay, there are some other factories, just like pharma is there, thermal power plant is there, cement is there. So there is lot many other sectors. But if you take the just an example of one sector, that is about steel manufacturing plant, you can see the second para it is showing major steel companies will accommodate Indian steel manufacturing capacity to 120 million tons from 38 million tons. This is about only one sector. Just think about what about the other 100 sectors. So if you grow, or you can see, just estimate this only only this sector itself, just like a steel manufacturing, there is abundance of job opportunities available only in steel factories. So if this particular field is growing, just imagine what will be happening with the other fields and other sectors as well. So the last para is suggesting us the automation industry will experience significant increase in demand. Apart from the steel, there is a sign of demand increase from other metal industries also. Okay. So it is not like only steel. Aluminum is there, iron is there, other ores, manganese ores are also there. Private companies, government agencies, lot many stuff is there which has to be calculated. So this has been taken as an example just to show you just only one sector if you take it, just imagine what is the demand for this. When it comes to the manpower status, so the manpower's requirement in the industry is growing to 5% to the 10% per annum. And lot many international players, just like from Germany, from China, from some European countries and some American countries, they are really coming down to India. Even the Japanese have introduced lot many investments here. So all these European countries or other countries, why they are looking forward to the India? Because India is a happening country now. So this is the right time to invest the money into your skill programs. So where this Siksha Junction will help you. So there might be some forecast definitely because these are the big shots. The people who are coming in India, they may have done some research work definitely, and based on their research work, they are trying to invest into India. So India is a growing area, a growing sector where all lot many companies are interested to invest. just like what the Indian government is doing or what the private players are doing in this area regarding the skill development or upgradations. So you might have already be knowing about NSIC. You might be also knowing about the central government schemes called NSDC. Okay, just like there is an Institute of Engineering, we call it as NIE, National Institute of Engineering. Okay, so this national institute, wherever it is there, throughout the India, it is there. Lot many colleges are there, engineering colleges by this government. So it's a government organization. So they have started a dedicated lab for automation. Before that, it was related to IT or some other sectors. Just like for mechanical, they have a compulsory lab, hydraulic, pneumatic systems. For ITs, they have different types of software types of labs where they are teaching the more advanced new softwares which are coming down. Similarly, on the same fashion, they have also recognized that for the core industry, there was a huge gap. So they have started a dedicated lab of automation. I'm talking about industrial automation. So every National Institute of Engineering colleges, which we have in India, they have set up a dedicated lab for this. And who is investing it? That means who is donating that equipments? You can see the list here in the second para. Siemens, topmost company in industrial automation. They have donated lot many equipments, PLCs and SCADA systems, the automation products which are required in this field. So these are the manufacturers. These are the, you can say that the toppest are the best companies who are playing into these areas in the automation. They have dedicated or donated on their CSR activities to these engineering colleges. They have given their equipment so that they wanted the new fresher engineers or the new manpower which is being upgraded in India. They should learn their product. So for that purpose, each and every colleges have developed their automation labs. So even the Indian government as well as the foreign players wants to upgrade the engineers, Indian engineers in this particular field, because definitely in the next few years there will be huge demand, manpower requirement will be there. So I will not go into the depth of this, but just in second para, you can see that hands-on and classroom training in the fields of sensors, CNC, PLCs, this is not our subject. Okay, in mechanical, the subjects are there, but it is theoretically. When it comes to the practical approach, there is no lab for that one. Just like PLCs, SCADA, mechatronics, are robotics elements, digital manufacturing, automation related things. So these are not practical. It is really not possible for every engineering college to set up the lab. It's a really huge investments. Okay, but it is required. It is the demand of today technologies. So every industry wants this technology to be into this. So every industry wants that process should be automated. For that, they required engineers. So you can see the third para where it is clearly showing at least 3 lakh positions handle automation products in various industries. 3 lakhs positions. Whereas we required more number of people. So that means every year nearly 20,000 jobs are needed to be filled in these sectors. This is where we are lacking actually. The reason behind that, because our graduates are the engineers who are coming out of the engineering colleges, they are not opting for this particular field. So there is a huge gap which has been for the continuous for the so many years. It is continuously lacking, and to this date, now it has gone to such a depth that we are not able to find that particular engineer, the skilled engineer. So each year we require this number of engineers who will be actually pulled up or who will be responsible for doing all this automation. See, once your plant is automated, when the technology is there in the industry, then only the demand, that means whatever the product you are making, you have will be having it a better quality, or whatever the demand is there, you can satisfy your customers. If you are not opting for the technology, if you are not automating your process, you will be lacking. How you will be that means how you will be competing with the European countries, because their products are good enough, their quality is good. So how they have maintained it? Definitely, they have automated their entire process. The same thing has to be happen in India if you want to really compete with this competitive market. So that is why in every process industry we required a graduates, engineers who will be responsible for doing all this job. We required a service engineer, we required a project engineers, we required a maintenance engineers who will be maintaining these equipments, programming it down. So lot many stuff is there around this particular product. So it is not related to only particular one sector. You can see in the last line, it is clearly showing that recruiting the fresh graduates or diploma engineers from mechanical background, instrumentation, electrical, electronics. So lot many disciplines it has been covered down. So all these engineers should be given at least a basic training on these things before going into the job. The salary package is really good. I've already told you, because we don't have the engineers. We are not able to get the engineers in the field. So definitely, whoever wants to earn a good money or he wants a very good career in this line particularly, so this is the right sector to invest it. So you can clearly it has been shown here. So the average annual salary is something around 3.3. The estimated take-home salary is around something 24 to 25,000 rupees per month. So this is really a good salary for a fresher, basically. What you can expect more than this? It's really good salary. So as you are growing into this with a good experience, once you get a good experience, just like 2 to 3 years or 4 years, definitely the salary will be something different. You will be having really high packages. And it is not like that only in India you will be working. With this experience, you can go to the overseas. Just like with the experience of only 2 or 3 years, I have seen the people going overseas and doing a good job in Germany. In Austria, they are going. Some are going into the European countries, or some in Australia, American countries, or Australia. So all these countries are there. A lot many opportunities are available in the overseas as well. So it is not like only for domestic; it is for international. You can start the businesses also. So that is what the industrial automation engineer or engineering or this field is basically. So there is a very good potential and high potential in this particular area. Now coming to the current scenario, as I was telling you that we are lacking here. The skill programs or the skill areas or skill engineers, we are not getting into the field particularly. First of all, we have to understand the scenario of our engineering colleges. So this is just an example of Andhra Pradesh. So this is the example of Andhra Pradesh united. That means now it is Telangana and Andhra, two different states. But now this has been considered as only one state, as Andhra Pradesh. In particularly Telangana and Andhra, collectively if you see, so you can see that there are something around 303, almost more than 300 engineering colleges affiliated to Hyderabad. JN2 Hyderabad is one of the universities which we have in Hyderabad, with around total of 1.65 lakh seats. While it comes to the Andhra region, JNTK Kakinada it is called as, they have another 200 colleges there with 1 lakh seats. Then there is another coastal area called Rayalaseema region, has another 100, more than 100 engineering colleges with 58,200. So this is the, I'm talking about the particular Telangana and particularly Andhra. So if you see the entire state of this thing, this much of engineering colleges are there. Just calculate on a calculator what will be the case in Maharashtra, what is the case of Gujarat, Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Bihar. Towards, if you go to the down south, just like Tamil Nadu is there, Kerala is there. So many engineering colleges, so many graduates are coming down, but we are unable to recruit them. The reason is, this is the reason. India is the second largest country in the world where more number of engineers or more number of manpower is still finding difficult to get a job. We call it as unemployability, that is increasing. So you can see in the rows on the left hand side, Japan is the first, second is India, then the Brazil, Australia, these are the countries coming down. So we are concerned about our country. So I will look around India. It is almost 60. That means 70% of our engineers are not able to get the job. This is another survey done by the National Employability Survey. So this report tells that 17.45% of technical graduates in the country are ready to be employed. But what about the other 80% left out? Because they are not skilled enough. They are not able to understand the basic thing. They are not aware of the what are the type of sensors, how to do the wiring of the sensors. They are not able to understand what is the control wiring systems. They are not able to understand What are the faults generated by the equipment? How to understand it? Which fault it is showing? How to rectify it? So these are the lot many questions. Once as an engineer, once you go to any thermal power plant, any steel factory, once you will find all these automation products. So you will be surprised to know this is some magic has been happening there. You will not able to decode the systems. So the employer, the industry person requires a person or requires a engineer who can actually come there and solve their issues, daily issues. It may be a basic issue, just like some system has been faulted. So I don't want to stop my production line. It has to be online always because continuous production is going on 24/7. The thermal power plant has to be there. Even for a moment, if it is goes down, means the electricity lost, gone, money gone. So the recurring of it is really not possible. So nobody wants the huge losses in the company. So for that reason, we required engineers who can rectify the issues as soon as possible and start the machines and start the production basically. So first I will show you where we are lacking and where the engineers are lacking. You can see on the top three, 28% lack of experience. Then 24%, the second point, lack of available applicants, no applicants available. There are no engineers available, or there are no technical manpower available in this particular sector or this particular areas. The third one, 22%, lack of hard job skill or technical skills. These are the three major reasons which is actually lacking our engineers there. These are all interconnected. See, if you been skilled enough, or if I train you, okay, if I train you on the particular automation field, okay, so you will be able to answer it, you will be able to handle the issues. So that means you are available, you know the things, you are skilled enough. And once you learn the things, your experience will definitely be counted. It is not like that it will be training on the board or something like this. See, these all training which is related to industry, it is not like training which we take it in schools and colleges. It is purely a practical based training programs. You have to handle the real issues, you have to solve the real problems. So case studies has to be there, so the real case studies is discussed with you. So these are the things, and because of these reasons, the India is lacking in this particular. So there is industrial revolution is happening, but where is the automation? The automation of every sector or every company. If you automate every plant, definitely will be the best people or best industries in the world then. And that is why the new companies or the new industries which are coming from the Europe, from this, they are bringing their technology with them. So once they bring their technology, that advanced technology, we should cope up with them. We have to be in line with that one. So to how you will be in line with that. For that you have to learn the things. So that is why in the previous I have already told you that Shiksha Junction is the one hand which will help you, which will support you in this regard. So once we are clear with the things, then only we can put it on our second step. Once we go into the second, then complete the second, then we'll go with. So this is step by step manner where you will be approaching your career. So it is up to you. You will decide where you want your next 5 years. So if you really want to plan it in a proper way, if you want to be in the competitive market, you have to go through these particular skilled areas. So this is the best place, this is the right time to invest into these particular areas. So this is a really good thing, or you can say that this is the happening area for any core industries. So if you are from mechanical, if you are from industries, if you are from instrumentation part, you might be knowing, you may be a professional, but you are from the maintenance or electrical background, but you don't know about the automation, you can come around. Even if you are a fresher who just want to start his career, they can also go to this. So equal opportunities are there for all the people from different disciplines. For any more queries, any questions, you can directly connect to Shiksha Junction. We will love to have discussions with you. Thank you very much for the today's sessions. Thanks a lot.